Alright, guys. So, starting this episode off, I did stream the other night, and we did create something in the stream. Let's take a look at that. And there it is, our chicken farm, guys. We went ahead and made a chicken farm. There are chickens in the chicken farm, as you can see. Um, these chickens that are here actually produce eggs that fall through, and the redstone then throws them into a little containment area where they grow up and then they are cooked. Um, got some items to fix over here. Today's project is two-part. Hopefully I can get some building done. This right here is going to be the furnace. This is where I'm building up the smelteries. And as you can see, I've got one already going. Did all the groundwork. You see that it is producing aluminum. We've got aluminum block right there. It keeps going through. So let's take a look down below and we'll see what we got going on down here. Alright, so down here, just basic chests with hoppers, transfer nodes leading into the ender chests with feed the ME system. Going back up, let's go up top, take a look here. Let's jump up so we can fly, so we can see how, the overview of this before we encapsulate this. I'm getting a little lag here, it's not wanting to pop up and fly. Alright. There we go. Alright, so each one is just going to be a 2x2 inside. I get the redstone clocks set up, everything's set up. We're going to be transferring this all into to here, and let's see, we've got tons of this wonderful block here. So I did do some tests on here and found out that you can actually build it together where it is sharing the wall with another one. So we're going to build that up. I believe I've got a wand in my ME system, so we'll pull that out. We're going to fly over here. We're going to do the grunt work. I set this up, and looking at it, you can see I've got quite a few tesseracts. I spent quite a lot of time since the last episode. What this is going to be, grab my notebook here, sorry. We're going in order. So we got aluminum, next is copper. So this is going to be prepped copper, and it's going to be sending items. I don't need to do anything else. This one is going to just be copper, and that's going to be receiving items. Doesn't need to do anything else. Alright, so in here we've got this first recipe. We're going to go ahead and do that and apply. Second recipe and apply. See, it keeps building this up. It should pop up here in a second with the next one. So we can do our dust. So let's do this one. This one, gold is next. Gold, first recipe. Apply. Second recipe. And apply. And that's going to go into here, which is prepped gold. That's going to send. And what this is going to do is this is going to take all of these ores. After gold, we've got iron. Doing them in alphabetical order here so that it can stay. And then that goes into prepped iron and send. Alright. Let's see if we got the, yeah, here we go. and figure this was a lot easier than going back and forth with carrying the items. Let's go take a look. There are 8 main ores. I'm going to be doing 8 main ores in here. And there we go. So that's the first 4. That's the first side. I did 4 and 4. So you got 4 here and you got 4 over here. And they are in alphabetical order, just so that it's easier for the way that my mind works. So then this one, if that last one was iron, so this one needs to be lead. So that needs to be receive items, nothing else. This needs to be prepped lead and transmit, nothing else. And our first recipe here, apply. And there we go. And we'll take a look at our next one while we're here. After lead comes nickel. So then we'll take a look at that, like their first recipe there. And these are just the crafters tier 2. Wait, that was nickel. I just did lead. This is nickel. Save and transmit. There we go. Alright, so let's check and see if I got all my recipes set up in here. I don't have any sand coming over yet. Dust. There we go. This one right here. There we go. Still not yet. Alright, so that sets those 2 up. You can see it filling and melting, and we've got 2 more to set, and then we will have this set up, and then we'll just do the grunt work of the build actually after this. It was quite tedious to set up, and I wasn't sure, and I made quite a few mistakes while I was doing this. That's part of why a lot of this was done off camera. I spent more days than I want to account, or hours I want to account for doing this. Figuring it all out. But here in a second I will show you. That should be prepped silver. And it's going to transmit items and nothing else. We're going to receive, the last one is 10. First recipe for 10 is that. Apply. And prepped 10, save, transmit. Okay. Alright. So now that I got that set up and that's going, let's go take a look at the AME system. As you noticed, I did do some changes from the last time. Take a look here. 10. I didn't do platinum. Platinum is one of the major ones that comes out of there. There's 9 that comes all together out of those main items. So I put that as more of the I hate to say expensive items, but I put it in. I'm going to put it in with the zirconium and the ardite and the cobalt. This is the setup, and yeah, I went over the top with this, but I can't help it with the way I like the way it looks. This was the setup that took quite a bit of time. I built the crystal chests, that way I can see the items in it. And as we see, there's nothing in this one. Moved it all over, got the imports here, where's the crushed aluminum, all that. I only needed one capacity card in here to get it all. And if you notice in here, like the gold, I've got all of the different items of both some from the nether, doing nether and doing everything else. So it's just going to keep going, and it is in the same alphabetical order. That way everything's just easier on me when I was looking at how I was setting things up. I did set up another rack over here. Rebuild from the first build, similar to the same layout on the inside. I've got this side set built, but not completely set yet, and it turns out right now I don't need it. So this side is set and melting. Put the cobblestone generator in that corner. Got another one set to be built over here. Just got the lava in it, which is abundant. These 2 rows are all of the magmatic diamond nodes that I have running right now, and each one I went through and made the augments, the flux modulation booster, the secondary gearbox, the flux linkage optimization, and the secondary transmission coil. Each one gives you better use of energy. It does consume more fuel, but that's not a concern. So, ended up moving all of the guys back into this fenced area, put some wooden fences up, or wooden gates up to keep them locked in, so they don't wander around. Look at that chicken. I did dig down there, so I do need to replace that block there. I think I'm going to throw some glowstone underneath him, so he'll glow. Creeper. So that was the major part of the build today that I wanted to make sure I got going. We will, before I build these walls, I'm going to go ahead and place these blocks. I think I've got a wand. Let me go see. If I don't have a wand, I can make a wand. So let's go take a look and see if we've got a wand in the ME system to make this faster. Wand. I thought I built a builder's wand. Forgot I got those controllers there, so I think I'm gonna go through. No, and definitely don't fall into. Come on. Alright, I guess I stepped down and it's so much going on over here, it's lagging it just a little bit, so. There we go. Oh, goodness. Don't jump to my death. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go get a pick and fix that and then build those walls all the way up. then once we get these built, oh my goodness, I am gonna lag too much over here in this block. I don't know if it's the redstone clocks or if it's just all the actual movement of everything. Alright, let's do this all over again. Okay, so this only does 9 blocks, but nine blocks, and then we'll just work our way around. And here we go. Probably shouldn't have built the roof there, but I wanted to. Oh, goodness. Wanted to go ahead and get it for the height, and we're just gonna let that one go. All right. So that should be filling up my Emmy rather good. and I will check these recipes, and we'll take a look at that and let it run. And alright guys, I just wanted to let you guys see this process in action. This is actually, get rid of that, taking a look at that, that's just pretty, watching them all just keep going. It's not the most efficient. I could do it, space them out a little bit more, have more spouts on them, producing more at a time, but doing it by the blocks is faster than doing it by the ingots, and I can turn the blocks into ingots very quickly. So this is the fastest way that I'm going to do it. Like I said, I could put a couple more spouts on there, but with it only being 2x2, I got to be able to reach the controllers somehow for each one, and I can't have the controllers touching the other one. So this layout, this is the best way I can do this, where I can have 8 on this inside this one chunk. But just look at that, it's just constantly pouring, and then the block hardens, it goes down the chute and keeps going. So I'm thrilled with that. I'm good with that outcome. Let's go across over here. Let's go back to, I did have to go back. I was watching it. There was a couple items that still needed the rest of the recipes made. I didn't have all the recipes made for all of them yet, so I had to go back and make the sand and dust. And I believe this one is my 10, right? Yep. Alright. The 10, I miscalculated when I did it, and actually, that doesn't matter. Okay. And this was at frequency 215, and this one was also at frequency 215. So it was just making the item and then sending it right back up into there. So this inventory here started filling up with all of these items. So next thing to do is get set up. Let's move some of these items out of my hotbar here. I need my pick, and let's get wool, orange, red, light gray, white. I want wool. And black, smooth stone. Alright, I'm gonna need more than this, but alright, so looking in here, we've got our aluminum. I got 139 blocks of aluminum, 78 blocks of copper, 72 blocks of gold, 61 of iron now, lead 40, ferrous, which is nickel, I've got 38, silver 39, 10, I've got 12. Now that I got that fixed, that number will start jumping. Okay, so dark gray wool. Come on, there we go. It is lagging a little bit over here, so. Alright. 3, 5, this should be faster. Red. Skip one, put a red there. Let's go to orange. Let's go to orange. Let's go to yellow. Red. Orange. Didn't want 2 layers, I want to do this layer by layer. So orange, Then back to yellow. That's actually going to be 2 layers of that, so it'll work out. Just looking at my build map here for this. Red. Just black there. Remember this one right there. Do that one again to this level. We're going to go ahead and do this level. And orange there and there. We're going to go ahead and jump up. Okay. So then after my 2 orange, then my yellow. After my yellow, we're going back to orange. This area is lagging, so this is going to kill me. Alright. Yeah, this is going to kill me. Alright. Actually, I didn't want this one yellow, I wanted this one orange. The power of flight is great when you can fly. Because of lag. Lag is keeping me from being able to fly here. Alright, so let's just go back up this way. Alright. I'm sure you hear in the background, that is my daughter. She is not having a good time right now. And 3. Orange. Yellow. Red. I didn't do the math calculations on this to find out exactly how many blocks I was going to need of each item. Red, I'm going to, in this part of the burning part of the furnace, going to use more red than I am any other color block. Just because that is the color scheme. If you look at a burning furnace, most of it is red. So let's go back to 1 block here. Red. Every time I say that, I think of the song from Les Miserables. Red. Orange. Red. And my wife needs my help, so I'm going to go help her, and we will finish this build. Okay guys, so with the lag, I went ahead and finished this off. That's what the front of the furnace looks like. I'll finish off the 2 sides, or 3 sides, and we'll do that in time lapse. So we'll see how it looks at the very end. I'll catch up with you guys in a little while.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, okay, here.
Yes, sir. What's up?
User left your channel.